Alright guys, welcome back to another ASMR video. We have the Extreme Sleep series. This is number 6, and we have 2 more sets to go through here. Potentially a third if time allows. And one of the sets that I'm really excited to go through will be second in this list, and I'll go into why that is when we get to it. But if you're not familiar with these series, I bought a briefcase, literally briefcase, filled with magic cards about 5 or 6 years ago off Facebook Marketplace. And I believe I spent about $100 on all of them. And we've been cataloging the cards to see what they're worth. And so far, we have a ways to go, but so far that $100 has turned into a total of $2,578.20. Now, obviously, if I was to sell these, there's no way I would get that much. Most likely, I'd get 30 to 40% of what they're worth, which is fine by me, because even at 40% of 2,600 is, let's see, 2,000 would be 800, and then another 600, 40% of that would be what, 240? So about $1,000, $1,100. I'll take it all day long. A quick note: in the last video, if you guys recall, towards the end when I was going through the Magic 2013 set, we found a couple of Magic 2012 cards, and I corrected them as we went. But at the end of filming, when we added everything together, I rechecked all the cards when the camera was off, and I found that one of the Zombie Goliaths was actually a 2012 version, not a 2013. So we subtracted 38 cents from the grand total of Magic 2013 to bring it down to a total of $1,095.15. And then we added another Zombie Goliath to 2012. The overall total stayed the same because they're both worth the same amount of money, the 2012 and the 2013 version. But just to give you an updated 2012 total, Zombie Goliath is 38 cents for the 2012, and so that total went up to a grand total of $70.71. But once again, our overall total as of now is $2,578.20. Well, the first set we're going to go through is very small. I don't know what these cards are worth. My guess is they're not worth much. But the set is called Dual Decks, Izzet versus Golgari. Dual Decks, Izzet versus Golgari. And so the first card we have is a land card. It is called Barren Moor. Barren Moor enters the battlefield tapped. If you tap it, you can add a swamp to your mana pool. Also a cycling for 1 swamp. Swamp, discard this card, draw a card. So if you don't like it, you just throw it away and get another card. So Barren Moor. Let's take a look at what that is worth. Barren Moor. Well, first off, let's go to our set. Let's go to our notepad here and type in Dual Decks Izzet versus Golgari. Barren Moor. And Barren Moor is a grand total of 38 cents. The next card we have is an instant. It is called Brainstorm. Draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. The Mysium Sphere Ray drove her mind deep into the thought field, where only the rarest notes of genius, or motes of genius, may be plucked. Brainstorm. So let's take a look at this and see what we have. Brainstorm. $1.58 for that one. Alright, the next card is Brainweevil. It is a 1/1 creature, an insect. It has Intimidate. This creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or creatures that share a color with it. Sacrifice Brainweevil. Target player discards 2 cards. Activate this ability only any time you could cast a sorcery. Brainweevil. Let's take a look. Okay. Brainweevil is worth 99 cents. Next card is an instant. It is Call to Heal. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Its controller draws a card. On Bant, a sigil is both a prize of honor and a bond of duty. The one who bears it may be called to fulfill that charge at any moment. Call to Heal. $0.67. Alright, the next card just bent this to Kingdom Come. What a shame. The next card is Elves of Deep Shadow. It is a 1/1 creature, an elf druid. If you tap it, you can add a mountain to your, if you tap it, you can add a swamp to your mana pool. Elves of Deep Shadow deals 1 damage to you. Wow, so gives you a swamp, but you lose a life. Cast out of the Conclave generations ago, these elves found a home in the corrupted districts of the Golgari. So we have 1 of these. We have 2 of these. Elves of Deep Shadow. $1.75 on that one. Elves of Deep Shadow times 2, $1.75. Alright, the next card is an instant. It is Feast or Famine. Choose 1. Put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield, or destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature, and it can't be regenerated. The living cannot understand the benefits of death, says Chaeska, Keeper of Tressorhorn. Feast or Famine. Let's take a look at that one. Feast or Famine. Oh, it's a card from Alliances from 1,000,000 years ago. This is 99 cents. The next card up is Force Spike. It is an instant. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 colorless mana. I don't think so. Force Spike. It's a card all the way from Legends back in the day. Okay, so Force Spike is $1.39. Next up we have another land card. It is Forgotten Cave. Forgotten Cave enters the battlefield tapped. If you tap it, it adds a mountain to your mana pool. Cycling Mountain. Tap a mountain, discard this card, draw a card. So Forgotten Cave. Let's take a look at that. Forgotten Cave is worth Oh, there it is, 99 cents. Okay, next up, we have a Goblin Electromancer. It is a 2/2 creature, a goblin wizard. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 colorless less to cast. When asked how much power is required, Izzet mages always answer more. Goblin Electromancer. $1.05. Next up, we have Golgari Rottworm. It is a 5/4 creature, a zombie worm. Tap a swamp, sacrifice a creature. Target player loses 1 life. Like corpse worms through a carapace, rotworms slide through the hollowed bones of the Undercity. Yep, Golgari Rottworm. So we got 2 of those. Golgari Rottworm is worth 38 cents. Okay, next up, we have a land card. It is called Golgari Rod Farm. Golgari Rod Farm enters the battlefield tapped. When Golgari Rod Farm enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. If you tap Golgari Rod Farm, it adds a swamp and a forest to your mana pool. So we have 1, 2 Golgari Rod Farms. And that is worth $1.30. Golgari Rod Farm times 2 at $1.30. Next card up, we have Golgari Signet. It is an artifact. If you tap 1 colorless mana and tap Golgari Signet, it adds a swamp and a forest to your mana pool. Depending on your point of view, the seal represents a proud guardian of the natural cycle, or one who has sold her soul to darkness for eternal life. Golgari Signet. This card is worth $1.70. No, that's not true. There we go, $1.14. Alright, next up we have Greater Moss Dog. It is a 3/3 creature, a plant hound. It has dredge 3. If you would draw a card, instead you may put exactly 3 cards from the top of your library into your graveyard. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Otherwise, draw a card. Man's Best Fungus, Greater Moss Dog. So let's take a look. Greater Moss Dog. It is worth 83 cents. Alright, we have some mana. This is number 37. It's an island. So we have 1 of those. Let's take a look at that. Island number 37. Is that right? Yep, it is. Okay. So island. It's 50 cents. And then we have number 38, this island. So, island number 38, and that is worth also 50 cents. Alright, next card up, we have a land card. It is called Izzet Boiler Works. Izzet Boilerworks enters the battlefield tapped. When Izzet Boilerworks enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. If you tap this card, it adds an island and a mountain to your mana pool. So we have two of those. Izzet Boilerworks. $1.34 for those. So Izzet Boilerworks times 2 at $1.34. Okay, next up we have Isitchronarch. It is a 2/2 creature, a human wizard. When Isitchronarch enters the battlefield, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. He ensures not only whether, but also when and where the lightning strikes twice. Isitchronarch. Let's take a look at that one. Okay, Isitchronarch is worth $1.32. Chronarch. Yep. Alright, next up we have It Signet. It is an artifact. If you tap one colorless mana and tap It Signet, it adds an island and a mountain to your mana pool. The It Signet is redesigned often, each time becoming closer to a vanity portrait of Niv Mizzet. So It Signet. It Signet is worth $1.74. Next up, we have another land card. It is Lonely Sandbar. Okay. Lonely Sandbar enters the battlefield tapped. If you tap it, it adds an island to your mana pool. It also has cycling for an island. Discard this card, draw a card. Lonely Sandbar. This is worth $1.25. Okay, next up we have an instant. It is Magma Spray. Magma Spray deals 2 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. Fund is a wounded world. Beware its searing blood spilling out onto the surface, says Rakamar. Magma Spray. Magma Spray is worth 38 cents. Going through these cards and seeing the values, it's almost like going back in time to when Fallen Empires came out, and at the time was one of the worst. It still is the worst, one of the worst, if not the worst, least valuable set of all time. I think even to this day, the highest, the most valuable card is like $20 or something out of the entire set. Okay, next card we have is Ogre Savant. It is a 3/2 creature, an Ogre Wizard. When Ogre Savant enters the battlefield, if Island was spent to cast Ogre Savant, return target creature to its owner's hand. He's an oxymoron. So basically, this is nuts. I don't know why somebody would even do that, but if you cast this card and one of the colorless mana you used happened to be an island, you got to put it back in your hand, and you wasted all that mana for no reason. So anyway, Ogre Savant. $1.10 for that one. Next card we have is Putrid Leech. It is a 2/2 creature, a zombie leech. Pay 2 life. Putrid Leech gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate this ability only once each turn. If reacted to Naya's overabundant food supply by growing additional mouths. Not if. It reacted. Putrid Leech. Let's take a look. Putrid Leech. 67 cents. Okay, next up we have Pyromatics. It is an instant. Replicate one colorless and mountain. When you cast the spell, copy it for each mana you paid its replicate cost. You may choose new targets for the copies. Pyromatics deals 1 damage to target creature or player. That's kind of cool. So we got 1, we got 2 Pyromatics. And this card is worth $1.09. Pyromatics times 2 at $1.09. Alright, next card. I'm hoping this is worth something. Looks pretty cool. Quicksilver Dagger. It is an enchantment, aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature has tap. This creature deals 1 damage to target player. You draw a card. The dwarves call their Quicksilver techniques improvisational weaponsmithing. So this card is Quicksilver Dagger. I don't know, I'm going to guess $1.20 or so. Quicksilver Dagger. And it is worth 99 cents. Quicksilver Dagger at 99 cents. Next card up. We know this card pretty well. Ravenous Rats. It is a 1/1 creature, a rat. When Ravenous Rats enters the battlefield, target opponent discards a card. Devouring books is only the beginning. The librarian's next. So, Ravenous Rats. And this card is worth $1.15. Not horrible. Alright, next up we have Shambling Shell. It is a 3/1 creature, a plant zombie. Sacrifice Shambling Shell. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It also has Dredge 3. If you would draw a card, instead you may put exactly 3 cards from the top of your library into your graveyard. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Otherwise, draw a card. Shambling Shell. $1.08. Shambling Shell, $1.08. Next card up we have is Steamcore Weird. It is a 1/3 creature, a weird. When Steamcore Weird enters the battlefield, if Mountain was spent to cast Steamcore Weird, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Like many Izzet creations, weirds are based on wild contradictions, yet somehow manage to work. Steamcore Weird. $0.51. Alright, next up we have Stinkweed Imp. It is a 1/2 creature, an imp. It is flying. Whenever Stinkweed Imp deals combat damage to a creature, destroy that creature. This also has Dredge 5. If you would draw a card, instead you may put exactly 5 cards from the top of your library into your graveyard. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Otherwise, draw a card. Stinkweed Imp. Now, I don't know why you would sacrifice 5 cards to bring that one back. Maybe somebody who knows Magic better than me could tell me. Okay, $1.64 for that card. Stinkweed Imp is $1.64. Alright, we have another land card. This I don't know how to pronounce, so I'm going to just botch it. Fogthos, the Restless Tomb. Fogthos, I guess. It's a land. If you tap it, it adds 1 colorless to your mana pool. 3 colorless, swamp and a forest. If you tap those, Until end of turn, Fogthos the Restless Tomb becomes a black and green plant zombie creature with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. It's still a land, however. So, Fogthos the Restless Tomb. Fogthos the Restless Tomb. It's $1.39. Alright, next up we have Train of Thought. It is a sorcery. Replicate, one colorless, one island. When you cast a spell, copy it for each time you paid its replicate cost. Draw a card. But then, which could lead to exactly. Train of Thought. That's actually not a bad card if you replicate the hell out of it. $1.25. Okay, next card is a land card. It's the second to last card in this set. It's called Tranquil Thicket. Tranquil Thicket enters the battlefield tapped. If you tap it, it adds a forest to your mana pool. It also has cycling of a forest. Discard this card, draw a card. Tranquil Thicket. Tranquil Thicket. And it is worth 90 cents. And then the last card of this set is called Yoke of the Damned. It is an enchantment and aura, enchant creature. When a creature dies, destroy enchanted creature. The demon's yoke is part leash, part noose. Yoke of the Damned. $0.99. Alright, let's add them up. This shouldn't be that hard. We only had a few cards here in this set. So let's throw those to the side or under here, I guess. Alright, let's get our trusty calculator and away we go. Let's see, we got 38 cents. We're going to add $1.58, 99 cents, 67 cents, 2 at $1.75, 99 cents, $1.39, 99 cents, $1.05, 2 at 38 cents, 2 at $1.30, $1.14, 83 cents, 2 at 50 cents, 2 at $1.34, $1.32, $1.74, $1.25, 38 cents, $1.10, 67 cents, 2 at $1.09, 99 cents, $1.15, $1.08, 51 cents, $1.64, $1.39, $1.25, 90 cents, and 99 cents for a grand total of $39.09, which now brings our overall total when we add $25.78.20. Our grand total now is $26.17.29. All right. Our next set I'm really excited for, and the only reason I'm excited for this set is because of all the cards that were in the briefcase. This set was the only one that had 2 foil cards. So think of all the cards, if you guys have watched these videos, think of all the cards we've gone through, and still to go. This set is the only one that had foils in it. that I received in that mass briefcase of cards. And the set is called Return to Ravnica. Return to Ravnica. Alright. So let's get started. The first card is Aerial Predation. It is an instant. Destroy target creature with flying. You gain 2 life. In the towering trees of the Sanic stand, and the predators that guard them, the might of the Ravnican wild has returned. Aerial Predation. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, 6, 7, and 8. And again, the reason I'm excited is because I'm hoping, and based on so far what we've gone through, I'm not really holding my breath, but I'm just hoping that the foils are worth like over $10 or something. That'd be nice. Alright, so these are $1.48 Aerial Predation. I just want to double check. I think we had 8 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 8 of these. Okay. So let's type them in. Aerial Predation times 8 at $1.48. Right? Yes. Okay, next card up. Annihilating Fire. It is an instant. Annihilating Fire deals 3 damage to target creature or player. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. The most impressive performances can be done only once, says Moti, the Rakdos Madcap. Sorry. Annihilating Fire. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7. Annihilating Annihilating Fire. $1.47 for these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So Annihilating Fire, we have 7 of those at $1.47. So Annihilating Fire times 7, $1.47. Next card up we have is Armoury Guard. It is a 2/5 creature, a giant soldier. Armoury Guard has vigilance as long as you control a gate. The Dimir agents watched from the shadows. 8 hours, and I've yet to see him blink. Nefara hissed. I suggest we find another way in. So Armoury Guard. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 11 Armoury Guards. And they're worth $1.36. Next card up, we have Ogre Spree. It is an instant. Target creature gets +4/-4 until end of turn. Finally, a weapon the Boros can't confiscate, says Fury, the proprietor of the Fury Review. Ogre Spree. 1, 2, 3. $0.98. Alright, next up we have Avenging Arrow. It is an instant. Destroy target creature that dealt damage this turn. Forgive the theft. Punish the deception, says Alcaris the Celsnia Archer. Avenging Arrow. 1, 2. $1. Next up we have Bane Guardian. It is a 0/3 creature, a human druid, defender. If you tap it, add X mana in any combination of colors to your mana pool, where X is the number of creatures with defender you control. Only a worthy few are permitted within the sentient forest known as Bane. So we have one of those, Bane Guardian. $1.02. Alright, next up we have Bane Stack. It is a 6/7 creature, an elk. When the spires have burned and the cobblestones are dust, he will take his rightful place as king of the wilds, says Kersey, Bane Guardian. Bane Stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bane Stack. $1.19. Do we have 7? I think so. Let's double check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Okay, next up we have Azorius Arrestor. Azorius Arrestor is a 2/1 creature, a human soldier. When Azorius Arrestor enters the battlefield, detain target creature an opponent controls. Until your next turn, that creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. You have the right to remain silent, mostly because I tire of your excuses. Azorius Arrestor. So we have 1, we have 2. Spelling it wrong. What is wrong here? Azorius. Arrestor. There we go. 99 cents. Azorius Arrestor times 2 at 99 cents. Okay. Next up, we have an artifact. It is called Azorius Key Rune. If you tap it, it adds a plains or an island to your mana pool. Plains and island, Azorius Key Rune becomes a 2/2 white and blue bird artifact creature with flying until end of turn. The higher the mind soars, the greater its understanding of the law, says Isperia. Azorius Key Rune. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. Azorius Key Rune is worth $1. Alright, next card, we have one of these. Oh, this is in the wrong set, so it's a good thing we're paying attention. Alright, next card up, we have Batterhorn. It is a 4/3 creature, a beast. When Batterhorn enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact. Novice shopkeepers spend hours deciding how best to display their wares. Veterans focus on probability or portability. So we have Batterhorn. So 1 and 2. Batterhorn. 99 cents. Next card up we have is Bellows Lizard. It is a 1/1 creature, a lizard. Tap 1 colorless and mountain. Bellows Lizard gets +1/+0 until end of turn. As the price of wood and coal rose, smiths found creative ways to keep their forges burning. Bellows Lizard. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6 of those. Bellows Lizard. And it is worth $1.12. Alright, next card up is Cancel. It is an instant, counter target spell. It is forbidden. Asking why is irrelevant, says Sergiu Opal Lake Magistrate. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6. $1.35 for those. Next up, we have Catacomb Slug. It is a 2/6 creature, a slug. The entire murder scene was covered in dripping, oozing slime. No need for a soothsayer to solve that one, says Peljavia Wojek Investigator. Catacomb Slug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got a bunch of cards that have 7 of them in this set. I think that's the 3rd time we've had 7 of one of them. $1.12. The 3rd one. It's the 3rd one. Alright, next up we have Centaur Healer. It is a 3/3 creature Centaur Cleric. When Centaur Healer enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Instructors at the Kasarna training grounds are capable healers in case their students fail to grasp the subtleties of combat. Centaur Healer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think this is the first foil. I think. Yes, it is. So we have our first foil. So we have 5 plus the foil. Centaur Healer. Alright, let's see what we can find here. Alright, the foil is worth $1.72, and the regular card is worth $1.20. So Centaur Healer times 5 at $1.20. Centaur Healer foil, $1.72. Now, was there 5 of them besides the 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah. All right. Well, we're 50% of the way done with the foils. Next card up is Centaurs Herald. It is a 0/1 creature, an Elf Scout. Tap 2 colorless in a forest. Sacrifice Centaur's Herald. Put a 3/3 green Centaur creature token onto the battlefield. The farther they go from V2 Gazi, the less willing the crowd is to part for them. V2 Gazi. Centaur's Herald. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Centaur's Herald. It's our 4th card, I think, with 7. Centaur's Herald is $1.75. That actually might be the most expensive card we have. Herald times 7 at $1.75 so far. I think it is. Yep. Yep. The foil was $1.72. But this card's $1.75. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Next card in the set we have is Chemister's Trick, or Chemister's Trick. It is an instant. Target creature you don't control gets -2/-0 until end of turn and attacks this turn if able. Overload, 3 colorless mana, an island, and a mountain. You may cast the spell for its overload cost. If you do, change its text by replacing all instances of target with each. That's pretty huge. Chemister's Trick. We have 1, We have 2. We have 3. We have 4. We have 5. 6 of those. Chemist's Trick. $0.99. Chemisters. Okay, next up is Chorus of Might. It is an instant. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+1 for each creature you control and gains trample. In each of us is the strength of all of us, says Trostum. Chorus of Might. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7, another 7 card set here. Chorus of Might. $1.17. Next card is Chronic Flooding. It is an enchantment in aura, enchant land. Whenever enchanted land becomes tapped, its controller puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. With the Isit occupied elsewhere, many of their public works fell into disrepair. Chronic Flooding. 1, 2, 3. $1.14. Alright, next card is Cobble Brute. Cobble Brute, 5/2 creature and elemental. The most ancient streets take on a life of their own. A few have decided to move to nicer neighborhoods. Cobble Brute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cobble Brute is worth $1.25. Next up, we have Common Bond. It is an instant. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Wolf Riders hone their skills traversing the perilous rooftops, each dizzying step bringing elf and wolf closer together. By the way, if you're not watching this and you're just listening to go to sleep, I read that twice because it's on the card twice. So, Common Bond. 1, what's this? Okay, 2, and 3, and 4 of those. Common Bond. $1.08. $1.08. Alright, next up we have Concordia Pegasus. It is a 1/3 creature, a Pegasus. It is flying. A kick from its hooves is like a bolt of lightning. I'd know, I've been hit by both, says Ranks the Izzet Chemist's Aid. So Concordia Pegasus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Concordia Pegasus. 99. Ooh, the foil's 99 cents. The actual regular cards only is $1.17. It's worth more. It's interesting. Concordia Pegasus times 5 at $1.17. Okay. Next up, we have Courser's Accord. It is in sorcery. Put a 3/3 green centaur creature token onto the battlefield, then populate. Put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of a creature token you control. Bleak runners reached Trostum's ears, or reached Trostani's ears. She decreed that no one should travel alone. Courser's Accord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 72 cents. Okay. Next card up is Cremate. It is an instant. Exile target card from a graveyard. Draw a card. Without a body, the soul is helpless to fight the terms of our contracts. It says Somhauer, the Orzhov Pontiff. So 1 and 2 cremates. Oh my god. Cremate. There we go. 96 cents. Next card is Crosstown Courier. It is a 2/1 creature of Vedalken. Whenever Crosstown Courier deals combat damage to a player, that player puts that many cards from the top of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Information travels quickly through Ravnica's network of messengers and thought agents. Crosstown Courier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $1.25. Next up we have Dagger Drone Imp. It is a 1/1 creature and imp. It is flying and lifelink. Damage dealt by this creature also causes you to gain that much life. One of the many reasons why open air markets close at dusk. Dagger Drone Imp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dagger Drone Imp. 99 cents. Next up we have Dead Reveler. It is a 2/4 creature, a zombie. A 2/3 creature, it's a zombie. It has Unleash. You may have this creature enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. It can't block as long as it has a +1/+1 counter on it. He's the unlife of the party. Dead Reveler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dead Reveler is worth 38 cents. Next up we have Destroy the Evidence. It's a sorcery. Destroy target land. Its controller reveals cards from the top of his or her library until he or she reveals a land card, then puts those cards into his or her graveyard. Wow. That's pretty good. Everyone knows the Dimir had done the damage. Everyone suspected the Izzet had hired them. Destroy the Evidence. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. You gotta pray that there's 1,000,000 cards before a land pops up. Otherwise it's a waste of a cast. So it's like a gamble almost. 85 cents. How many did I have just now? 3. Okay. Destroy the Evidence. Destroy the Evidence times 3 at 85 cents. Alright, next card up is Deviant Glee. It is an enchantment. It's an aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+1 and has Mountain. This creature gains Trample until end of turn. You just need the right incentive to fulfill my dreams. So basically, if you enchant this creature, it gets +2/+1, and if they tap a mountain, the creature gains Trample until end of turn. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I think we have a record. 8 of them. That's the new record for this set. Deviant Glee. 99 cents. Next up, we have Dispel. We've seen this many times. It's an instant, counter-target instant spell. Civilization will subsume us unless we overwhelm it instead, says Speaker Zagana. So Dispel. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $1.23 for that one. So Dispel times 6 is $1.23. All right, next up we have Doorkeeper. Doorkeeper is a 0/4 creature. It's a homunculus defender. Tap 2 colorless and 1 island and tap Doorkeeper. Target player puts the top X cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard, where X is the number of creatures with defender you control. 1 piercing stare usually convinces thieves to go elsewhere. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have a tie now between Doorkeeper and Deviant Glee. Both have 8 cards. Doorkeeper. $1.19. Doorkeeper times 8, $1.19. Next card is Downsize. It is an instant. Target creature you don't control gets -4, -0 until end of turn. Overload, 2 colorless, 1 island. You may cast a spell for its overload cost. If you do, change its text by replacing all instances of target with each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Downsize. $1.50. Next card is Dramatic Rescue. It is an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. You gain 2 life. I never thought I'd be so glad to see 2 tons of beak and claws bearing down on me at the speed of an arrow, says Morella and Azorius Key. Dramatic Rescue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is the 5th card with 7. Dramatic Rescue. $0.99. Dramatic Rescue times 7, 99 cents. Alright, next up is Drudge Beetle. It is a 2/2 creature of insect. It is Scavenge, 5 colorless in a forest. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to this card's power on target creature. Scavenge only as a sorcery. The Street Swarm is the labor class that drives the Golgari's endless cycle of life and death. Drudge Beetle. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5. Drudge Beetle. $1.35. Let's double check how many I had there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. Alright, next card is Druid's Deliverance. Okay, this is an instant. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to you this turn. Populate. Put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of a creature when you control. So many oppose us, but we are the reed that bends without breaking. So Druid's Deliverance. We have one, we have two. $2, no, it's the foil. Hold on. It is worth $1.10. So Druid's Deliverance times 2 at $1.30, was it? $1.10. All right. And the last card in the first stack is Dynacharge. It is an instant. Target creature you control gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Overload, 2 colorless, 1 mountain. You may cast a spell for its overload cost. If you do, change its text by replacing all instances of target with each. Nothing evens the odds like a little lightning. Dynacharge. So we have 1, we have 2, and we have 3. Dynacharge. $1.25. All right, that is the first stack of Return to Ravnica. We had the one foil in there. That was worth $1.72. Hopefully this second foil is worth more. All right, let's get the second pile here. First card up is Electrickery. Electrickery is an instant. Electrickery deals 1 damage to target creature you don't control. Overload, 1 colorless and a mountain. You may cast a spell for its overload cost. If you do, change its text by replacing all instances of target with each. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7, we have 8. It's the third 8 card now. Electrickery. Electrickery is $1.21. Electrickery. Trickery times 8 at $1.21. Okay, next up we have Essence Backlash. It is an instant. Counter target creature spell. Essence Backlash deals damage equal to that spell's power to its controller. The other guilds will learn the hard way not to interfere with our investigations, says Bori Andum, the Izzet Blast Seeker. So Bori Andon, the Izzet Blast Seeker. Essence Backlash. 1, 2, 3, 4. Essence Backlash. $1.10. Alright, next up we have Ethereal Armor. It is an enchantment, it's an aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control and has first strike. Metal is scarce, smiths are pricey, and plate mail is heavy. Ethereal Armor. 1, 2, 3. Ethereal Armor is worth $1.47. Next card is Explosive Impact. It is an instant. Explosive Impact deals 5 damage to target creature or player. Such boorish noise is what passes for subtlety among the Boros, says Vraska. We have 5 Explosive Impacts. 99 cents. Next up, we have Eyes in the Skies. It is an instant. Put a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying onto the battlefield, then populate. Put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of a creature token you control. What root and branch cannot reach, our winged friends will attend to, says Zunik the Celsnia strategist. Eyes in the Skies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Eyes in the Skies. $0.85. Okay, next up we have some mana. And the first one we have is number 270. It's a forest. That's what it looks like. So we have one, we have two of the 270s. Forest. $1.17 for that one. And then the next one we have is number 271. We have two of those. And that is worth $1.81. That's good news. And then the next forest we only have one of them. It's 272. That's what that one looks like. $272 is worth $1.42. And then we have one of number 273. And that is worth $2.70. And then lastly, we have one of number 274. And that one is worth $1.17. All the mana there. All right, next up we have a Frostburn Weird. It is a 1/4 creature. It's a weird. I don't know what this means. It looks like, so it has half island, half mountain there. I don't know what that really means. It could be one of each or two of each, or I don't know. But if you tap island, mountain, whatever that means, Frostburn Weird gets +1/-1 until end of turn. Many chemisters are oblivious to the innumerable machinations of their guild, instead focusing obsessively on creating the perfect weird. Frostburn Weird. So we have one, we have two, we have three, we have four, we have five, we have six, and another 7. Frostburn Weird. $1.50, no, that's the foil. $1.09. Frostburn Weird times 7 at $1.09. All right, next card is Gate Creeper Vine. It is a 0/2 creature. It's a plant. It is Defender. When Gate Creeper Vine enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card or a gate card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library. Every inch of Ravnica is home to something. Gate Creeper Vine. So we have one, we have two, we have three, we have 4 of those. Gate Creeper Vine. $1.49. Next up, we have our old friend Giant Growth. It's an instant. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. The prohibition of unnecessary tossing of the citizenry by giants shall also extend to spontaneous giants. Isperia's Edict, Provision 7.789.2. Giant Growth 1 and 2. That was a card way back in the beginning from Alpha on, I believe. Yep, the Alpha price is $60, by the way, for that card. So Giant Growth is worth $1.14. Alright, next up we have Golgari Longlegs. It is a 5/4 creature and insect. Despite its enormous stature, it can fold itself into a tunnel with startling quickness, vanishing back into the Undercity. Golgari Longlegs, 1, 2, 3. 99 cents. Next up, we have Gorehouse Chainwalker. It is a 2/1 creature, a human warrior. It has Unleash. You may have this creature enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. It can't block as long as it has a +1/+1 counter on it. If the pig's blood drips on you, you're next on the chain. Gorehouse Chainwalker, 1, 2, 3. 99 cents. Next card is Grim Roustabout. Grim Roustabout is a 1/1 creature, a skeleton warrior with Unleash. You may have this creature enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. It can't block as long as it has a +1/+1 counter on it. If you tap one colorless in a swamp, regenerate Grim Roustabout. He'll point you to your death row seats. Okay. Grim Roustabout, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We have another 8-card one. So Grim Roustabout, $1.37. Roustabout times 8, $1.37. Okay. Next up, we have Grizzly Salvage. Grizzly Salvage. It is an instant. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature or land card from among them into your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard. To the Golgari. Anything buried is treasure. Grizzly Salvage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have a new record, 10. Grizzly Salvage. $1.19. Grizzly Salvage times 10, $1.19. Okay. Next card is Horncaller's Chant. It is a sorcery. Put a 4/4 green rhino creature token with trample onto the battlefield, then populate. Put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of a creature token you control. The Selesnya are gathering armies. Do you still believe they aren't preparing for war? Says Teysa to Isperia. Horncaller's Chant. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $0.97. Next up, we have Hussar Patrol. It is a 2/4 creature, a human knight with flash. You may cast this spell anytime you could cast an instant, with vigilance. You think no one is watching. You think you're smart enough to escape, and most foolish of all, you think no one cares. Says Arrestor Lavinia, 10th Precinct. Lavinia. Hussar Patrol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Another 7. Hussar Patrol. $1.29. Next card is Inaction Injunction. It's a sorcery. Detain target creature an opponent controls. Until your next turn, that creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Draw a card. To prevent action is to prevent transgression, says Azorius Arrestor motto. The Azorius Arrestor motto is, to prevent action is to prevent transgression. So Inaction Injunction. So we have 1, 2. Inaction Injunction. $1.29. Okay, next up we have Inspiration. It is an instant. Target player draws 2 cards. Day 31. I finally succeeded in my time reversal experiment. Day 30. I might have a problem here. Says Journal of the Prime is Magnus. So Inspiration, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another 7. Inspiration is worth 97 cents. Okay, we have some mana. We have an island. It is number 256. That's what it looks like. And we have one of those. So, island number 256. $2.03 for that one. Okay, next up we have number 257. And we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4 of those. So island number 257 is worth $1.23. And next up we have island number 259. So it looks like we're missing 258. So there's 259. We have 1, 2, and 3. And 258, by the way, is worth 50 cents. 259 is worth 38 cents. That's rough. All right, next up we have Isperia's Skywatch. It is a 3/3 creature of Vedalken Knight is flying. When Isperia's Skywatch enters the battlefield, detain target creature an opponent controls. Until your next turn, that creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Isperia's Skywatch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $0.99. All right, next card is Keening Apparition. It is a 2/2 creature, spirit. Sacrifice Keening Apparition, destroy target enchantment. Some souls are too damaged to be of use to the Orzhov. So Keening Apparition, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Keening Apparition. 53 cents. Next up, we have Knightly Valor. It is an enchantment and aura, enchant creature. When Knightly Valor enters the battlefield, put a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance onto the battlefield. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has vigilance. Knightly Valor 1, 2, 3, and 4. $0.99. Next up we have Corrosda Monitor. Corrosda Monitor, 3/3 creature lizard with trample. Scavenge, 5 colorless and 2 forest. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to this card's power on target creature. Scavenge only as a sorcery. Corrosda Monitor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. $0.99. Corrosda Monitor times 7.99. Okay, next up we have Launch Party. It is an instant. As an additional cost to cast Launch Party, sacrifice a creature. Destroy target creature. Its controller loses 2 life. Life's too short to not do the things you love. Launch Party 1, 2, and 3. $0.38. Next card is Lobber Crew. It is a 0/4 creature, a Goblin Warrior Defender. Tap Lobber Crew. If you tap it, Lobber Crew deals 1 damage to each opponent. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, untap Lobber Crew. It's easier to just aim at everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lobber Crew. $0.99. Okay, next card. We've seen this a million times. Mind Rot. Sorcery. Target player discards 2 cards. With no memories left to compute to his present situation, Andalum was finally content. 1, 2, and 3. $1.25. Next card is Mizium Skin. It is an instant. Target creature you control gets +0/+1 and gains hexproof until end of turn. Overload, 1 colorless, 1 island. You may cast a spell for its overload cost. If you do, change its text by replacing all instances of target with each. Mizium Skin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. $1.30. We have some mana. We have a mountain, number 267. We have 1, 2 of those. So mountain, number 267. All right, it is worth $1.19. Next one up, we have one of these. It is 268. It's that one there. Mountain number 268 is worth $1.19. No, that's 267. 268 is worth $2.05. And then we have number 269, I believe. We have one of those. We have two of those. So we're missing one of them, I think. We're missing 266. And that one's only worth 99 cents. So the one we're missing. 269, however, is the most expensive one. They're worth $3.25. I think that's the highest card. The Mountain, the mana from this set is worth $3.25. All right, next card. We have Ogre Jailbreaker. It is a 4/4 creature, Ogre Rogue with Defender. Ogre Jailbreaker can attack as though it didn't have Defender as long as you control a gate. It woke 3 years for it to occur to him. It took 3 years for it to occur to him to use the chain as a weapon, but once it did, he made up for lost time. Ogre Jailbreaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Ogre Jailbreaker is worth $1.25. We have 7 of those, if I'm not mistaken here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Next card is Paralyzing Grasp. It's an enchantment aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Obviously, the Firemind's mission is worth more than a few goblins, says Pelsner, the Chamberlain of Niv Mizzet. Or Pellinor, excuse me. The Chamberlain of Niv Mizzet. Paralyzing Grasp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. $1.61. Paralyzing Grasp times 6, $1.61. Okay, next up we have Perilous Shadow. It is a 0/4 creature, Insect Shade. Tap 1 colorless and swamp. Perilous Shadow gets +2/+2 until end of turn. There are some shadows that even the Dimir fear. Perilous Shadow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $1.12. We have a mana. We have Plains number 2. Looks like 51. So that's that. Let's type that in. Plains number 251. $1.34 for that one. Next up we have another Plains. It is number 252. It's that one there. And that is worth $1.35. And we have one of 253. And that one is worth $1.95. And then the last Plains is number 254. And we have one, we have 2 of those. and that is worth $1.19. And the last two cards, or cards of this set I should say, is Pursuit of Flight. It is an enchantment aura, enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has island. If you tap an island, this creature gains flying until end of turn. Watch the voltage. We don't need another charred crashing Vishnu. Bori end on the Izzet Blast Seeker. No idea what that is. Vishnu, Pursuit of Flight. Anyway, 1, 2, and 3. So Pursuit of Flight. $0.38. Alright, that is the end of stack number 2. We're on to our last stack of this set, and the only other foil as well is in this stack here. So here we are. First card up is Rakdos Shred Freak. It is a 2/1 creature, a human berserker with haste. If there were such a thing as a soul, I think it would be behind the gallbladder, but above the kidneys. Rakdos Shred Freak. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rakdos Shred Freak. $1.25. Okay, next up we have Rootborn Defenses. It is an instant. Populate. Creatures you control are indestructible this turn. To populate, put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of a creature token you control. Damage and effects that say destroy. Don't destroy indestructible creatures. Rootborn Defenses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rootborn Defenses, 99 cents. Okay, next card up is called Rubbleback Rhino. It is a 3/4 creature, a rhino, with hexproof. This creature can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. The trouble started when a street urchin bet a goblin he could ride one until the clock on Shilbo's tower struck 13. Rubbleback Rhino. 1, 2, 3, 4. $1.04. Rubbleback Rhino times 4 to $1.04. Okay, next up, Runewing. It is a 2/2 creature, a bird with flying. When Runewing dies, draw a card. In the hands of the open-minded, a Runewing quill writes wisdom of its own. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 again. Runewing. $1.26. Times 7 up 26. Okay, next up, Search Warrant. It's a sorcery. Target player reveals his or her hand. You gain life equal to the number of cards in that player's hand. And would you care to explain why your satchel is radiating an aura of unstable energy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Search Warrant. 99 cents. Next up we have a land. It's called Selesnya Guildgate. It is a land gate. Selesnya Guildgate enters the battlefield tapped. If you tap it, you can add a forest or a plains to your mana pool. Enter and rejoice. The conclave stands united, open to one and all. Selesnya Guildgate. And this card is worth $1.10. SELESNYA Guildgate. $1.10. Alright, next up we have Selesnya Sentry. It is a 3/2 creature, an elephant soldier. Tap 5 colorless in a forest, regenerate Selesnya Sentry. Ravnikins still tell tales about the Battle of Sunala, where 4 Selesnya Sentries held off an entire clan of Gruul warriors. Selesnya Sentry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $0.38. SELESNYA Sentry times 5 at 38 cents. Next card is Seller of Songbirds, a 1/2 creature, a human. When Seller of Songbirds enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Lady Wren is the one merchant in Keyhole Downs who isn't running a scam. Says Morella Azorius Hussar. Seller of Songbirds. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $1.25. Next up we have Sewer Shambler. It is a 2/1 creature, a zombie, with Swamp Walk. This creature is unblockable as long as defending player controls a swamp. Scavenge for 2 colorless in a swamp. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to this card's power on target creature. Scavenge only as a sorcery. So Sewer Shambler. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sewer Shambler. $1. Next card is Shrieking Affliction. It is an enchantment. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has 1 or fewer cards in hand, he or she loses 3 life. A gargoyle's voice reaches pitches that will shatter glass and warp bone. Shrieking Affliction. $1.48. Next card is Skull Rend, a sorcery. Skull Rend deals 2 damage to each opponent. Those players each discard 2 cards at random. We could never accept anyone with a face that pretty or a mind that sane, says Neoser Gorehouse Rungleader. Skull Rend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $1.39. Next up we have Sluiceway Scorpion. Sluiceway Scorpion is a 2/2 creature scorpion with Death Touch. Any amount of damage this deals to a creature is enough to destroy it. Scavenge for 1 colorless, 1 swamp, and 1 forest. Exile this card from your graveyard to put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to this card's power on target creature. Scavenge only as a sorcery. Sluiceway Scorpion. 1 and 2. $1.09. Alright, next up we have one of these, Spawn of Rix Mahdi. It is a 5/3 creature, a horror, with Unleash. You may have this creature enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. It can't block as long as it has a +1/+1 counter on it. Straight from the blood-drenched imagination of our illustrious Perun, Neozer Gorehouse ringleader. So Spawn of the Rix Mahdi. Spawn of the Rix Mahdi. 99 cents. Next card is Splatter Thug, a 2/2 creature human warrior with first strike and unleash. You may have this creature enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. It can't block as long as it has a +1/+1 counter on it. The mask isn't meant to hide his identity. It's meant to keep the visitors, the viscera out of his eyes, or the viscera out of his eyes. Splatter Thug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $1.40. Alright, next up we have Stab Wound. It's an enchantment, aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -2/-2. At the beginning of the upkeep of enchanted creature's controller, that player loses 2 life. Stab Wound. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $1.17. Next card is Stealer of Secrets. It is a 2/2 creature, human rogue. Whenever Stealer of Secrets deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. The Dimir would hire her if only they knew where she lived. The Azorius would condemn her if only they knew her name. Stealer of Secrets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $1.15. Next up, we have Stonefair Crocodile. It is a 3/2 creature, a crocodile. Tap 2 colorless in a swamp. Stonefair Crocodile gains lifelink until end of turn. Damage dealt by this creature also causes you to gain that much life. The Isitch plans to explain the Undercity ran into a few stubborn obstacles. Stonefair Crocodile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $1.27. Next up, we have Sundering Growth. It's an instant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, then populate. Put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of a creature token you control. One day, every pillar will be a tree, and every hall a glade, says Trostani. So Sundering Growth. 1 and 2. $1.31. Next up we have Sunspire Griffin. It is a 2/3 creature, griffin, with flying. For each griffin wounded by an arrow, there's a corpse with a bow nearby. Says Pil Javaya, Wojek Investigator. Sunspire Griffin. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. $0.99. Next up, I think we're getting close to the foil. Survey the Wreckage. It is a sorcery. Destroy target land. Put a 1/1 red goblin creature token onto the battlefield. Goblins and architects seldom get along. Survey the Wreckage. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the foil. Here is the foil. So 4 and a foil. I have a feeling it's worth nothing. Survey the Wreckage. Oh God, it's even worse than nothing. So, the regular card is worth 99 cents. The foil is worth 38 cents. And that's disheartening. All right, next up we have mana. We have a swamp. It is number 264. So, swamp number 264. $2.25. You know, this is sad when the mana that I have is worth more than the cards that actually come in a set. And then this swamp is, wait a minute, is this the same one? Yeah, it is. I have 2 of those. I'm sorry about that, guys. Times 2. Okay. Next up, we have Swift Justice. It's an instant. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike and lifelink. Having conviction is more important than being righteous, says Aurelia. Swift Justice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $1.25. Next card is Tenement Crasher. It is a 5/4 creature, a beast with haste. Nothing was going to stop it. Not the narrow alleys, not the Boris Garrison, and certainly not the 4-story Orzhov Cathedral. Tenement Crasher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. $0.84 for those. Tenement Crasher times 8 at 84 cents. All right, next card we have Terrace Worm. It is a 5/5 creature, a zombie worm. Scavenge 6 colorless in a swamp. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a number of +1/+1 counters equal to this card's power on target creature. Scavenge only as a sorcery. We follow it through its tunnels, and where it dies we farm, says Mihas the Spore Druid. So Terrace Worm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $0.99. Next card is Towering Indrik. It is a 2/4 creature, a beast with reach. This creature can block creatures with flying. It chases its airborne prey relentlessly, heedless to what it pulverizes beneath its hooves. Towering Indrik. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Towering Indrik. $1.70. Next card is Tower Drake. It is a 2/1 creature, a drake, with flying. If you tap a plains, Tower Drake gets +0/+1 until end of turn. The first motion put forth in the pristine Felon column was for severe restrictions on the airspace around New Prav. Tower Drake. 1, 2, 3, 4. $1.25. Next card is Trained Caracal. It is a 1/1 creature, a cat. Lifelink. Damage dealt by this creature also causes you to gain that much life. Some Ravnikins consider carrying a sword to be beneath them, preferring instead a tooth and claw escort. Trained Caracal. 1, 2, 3. $0.99. Next up we have Traitorous Instinct. It's a sorcery. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. Until end of turn it gets +2/+0 and gains haste. Joining the world soul took years of study and meditation. Severing that connection took the snap of Rakdos' fingers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $1.42. I have 6 or 5 of those, I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I had 6. Okay, next card is a land. It is Transguild Promenade. It is Transguild Promenade enters the battlefield tapped. When Transguild Promenade enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you pay 1 colorless mana. If you tap it, it adds 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Transguild Promenade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $1.19. Next card is Trestle Troll. It is a 1/4 creature, a troll. Defender. It also has reach. This creature can block creatures with flying. If you tap 1 colorless, 1 swamp, and 1 forest, you can regenerate Trestle Troll. Unwelcoming Golgari colonies, he found his own dark place from which to represent the swarm. Trestle Troll. 1, 2, 3. $1.19. Next card is Trostani's Judgment. It's an instant. Exile target creature, then populate. Put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of a creature when you control. A creature token you control. Some cannot be saved as they are, but all can serve the world soul, says Trostani. Trostani's Judgment. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Trostani's Judgment. Okay, Trostani's Judgment, 99 cents. Next card is Urban Burgeoning. It has an enchantment, aura, enchant land. Enchanted land has untapped this land during each other player's untap step. The ruins of Old Proc became a wild space, although all birdsong was silenced by lingering Azorius magic. Urban Burgeoning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $1.08 for that card. Urban, B-U-R-G-E-O-N-I-N-G, B-E-O-N-I-N-G, E-O-N-I-G, times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and $1.08. Okay, next card is Vassal Soul. It is a 2/2 creature, a spirit, and is flying. For the Azorius, the opportunity to serve the law is too great an honor for death to interrupt. So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5. $1.05. Okay. Viashino Racketeer. It is a 2/1 creature of Viashino Rogue. When Viashino Racketeer enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. You may call me a fool, selling the stuff on Orzhov turf. Well, you need to be a little reckless to survive. Viashino Racketeer. There it is right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Viashino Racketeer. $1.34. Viashino Racketeer times 5. $1.04, $1.34. And the last card of the set that we have of this set here is Void Wielder. It is a 1/4 creature, a human wizard. When Void Wielder enters the battlefield, you may return target creature to its owner's hand. He makes up his own laws, and that's dangerous to all who love peace and prosperity. Kill him on sight, says Morella, Azorius Hussar. Void Wielder. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like 5, correct. So that is that, Void Wielder. Oh, come on, what is, oh, I see what happened. Void Wielder. Why is it doing that? Void Wielder. There we go. 99 cents. All right, let us go to our trusty calculator and try to figure this out. This is a long, long set, but let's see what we got. So, first up, we have $1.48 times 8. $7 at $1.47. $11 at $1.36. So $13.60, $1.36. We got 3 at 98 cents. We have 2 at $1. We have $1.02. We have 7 at $1.19. We have 2 at 99 cents. We have 3 at $1. We have 2 at 99 cents again. We have 6 at $1.12. We have 6 at $1.35. We have 7 at $1.12. $5 at $1.20. $1.72. 7 at $1.75. $6 at 99 cents. $7 at $1.17. $3 at $1.14. $4 at $1.25. $4 at $1.08. $5 at $1.17. $5 at 72 cents. $2 at 96 cents. $5 at $1.25. Okay, let's go down. Okay, we got 5 at 99 cents. 6 at 38 cents. 3 at 85 cents. 8 at 99 cents. 6 at $1.23. 8 at $1.19. Okay, we have 5 at $1.50. 7 at 99 cents. 5 at $1.35. 2 at $1.10. 3 at $1.25. 8 at $1.21. 4 at $1.10, 3 at $1.47, 5 at 99 cents, 6 at 85 cents, 2 at $1.17, 2 at $1.81, $1.42, $2.70, $1.17, 7 at $1.09, 4 at $1.49, 2 at $1.14, 3 at 99 cents, 3 at 99 cents again, 8 at $1.37, okay, let's go down. $10 at $1.19, 4 at 97 cents, 7 at $1.29, 2 at $1.29, 7 at 97 cents, 2.03, 4 at $1.23, 3 at 38 cents, 4 at 99 cents, 7 at 99 cents, 3 at 38 cents, 5 at 99 cents, 3 at $1.25, 7 at $1.30, 2 at $1.19, $2.05, 2 at $3.25, 7 at $1.25, 6 at $1.61, 5 at $1.12, $1.34, $1.35, $1.95, 2 at $1.19, 3 at 38 cents, 5 at $1.25, 8 at 99 cents, 4 at $1.04, 7 at $1.26, 7 at 99 cents, $1.10, 5 at 38 cents, 4 at $1.25, 5 at $1, $1.48, 6 at $1.39, 2 at $1.09, 99 cents, 5 at $1.40, 4 at $1.17, 5 at $1.15, 7 at $1.27, 2 at $1.31, 4 at 99 cents, 4 at 99 cents, 1 at 38 cents, 2 at $2.25, 5 at $1.25, 8 at 84 cents, 5 at 99 cents, 4 at $1.70, 4 at $1.25, and then $3 at 99 cents, 6 at $1.42, 5 at $1.19, 3 at $1.19, 9 at 99 cents, 7 at $1.08, 5 at $1.05, 5 at $1.34, and lastly 5 at 99 cents. If I've done my math correct, we have a grand total of $580.86 for that set, adding on to our original total, or our ongoing total I should say, of $26.17.29, and we are officially $1.85 shy of $3,200. So far the cards are worth a grand total of $3,198.15. Well guys, I appreciate you watching video number 6. There will be one more video, I believe, in this series, and then there will be a miscellaneous video where I forgot some cards that I didn't know what set they went to, and so they actually came before the first video in chronological order of when the cards were actually released. So that'll be the last video in the series. So there'll be a total of 8. I appreciate you guys watching again. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. Bye.